Alright, what's up guys, DCK here hitting you up with another video. I'm just going to go ahead and make this video. I just need to throw up some thoughts here on the computer screen. Honor Hammer mentioned in his last video, I think it was his last video, some stuff about TNA, and he mentioned my TNAid videos. Have you guys noticed how those haven't been chugged out lately? There's a reason for that. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with TNA. I'm just No Surrender and Bound for Glory. Let's not talk about Turning Point, because that one, I didn't watch enough of it. Two, I didn't hear it was that good anyways. Bound for Glory, No Surrender, I thought were both pretty good shows. However, it's just the direction. It's just like I can't enjoy even the things that are good in TNA. I mean, they still got some good wrestling hanging around there, but in my opinion, some people may not think that, but I think there's some good wrestling still in there. Like there should be, because it's TNA, and look at their fucking talent roster. Oh, I love it, so good. But freaking, I can't even appreciate like a pretty good show, like No Surrender, Victory Road, Bound for Glory. Just simply for the fact that it's just not going in a direction I like. I mean, I went back and I watched some No DQ stuff. Some No DQ, they like an old interview they had with AJ Styles, old interview they had with Chris Sabin, and they're basically saying the same thing. Like I saw the clip of Styles. He was talking. They were interviewing right before Destination X05, and he was kind of like, I'm sorry about the main event, which was Jarrett and DDP. And, he's just like, oh, go see the Ultimate X, because that's cool. He's like, we all know what TNA is about. It's, the X Division, that's the backbone. And then Chris Sabin talking about how when they brought up a bunch of releases that happened in the summer of 05, and he's just like, oh, I don't really think we need most of those people, because, we're doing good with the guys that we have. And I'm like, yes! Even the fucking talent knew 5 years ago that, you can build a company from your own guys. It's true. That can actually happen. So, fucking Jim Crockett Promotions with Flair and the Horsemen. They weren't big because they were, ex-WWF guys. They were big because they made them look big. It's like TNA doesn't have faith in itself to push a guy to make him a megastar. Not just, oh, we got Kurt Angle. Like, Kurt Angle's like a guy I can forgive, because he actually kind of fits, and he works, and plus he wrestles his ass off, and he's good for that kind of image. But then, excuse me, you get guys like fucking Booker T, who, like, after a while, he just wasn't motivated at all, to really wrestle and do his thing to the best of his ability. And I just didn't get him getting brought in. There's almost too many talking points that I want to get to. Shit. I'm literally, this is, you guys are probably thinking, oh, he didn't formulate this video. No, like, I can't formulate anything, because there's too fucking much to talk about with TNA, because there's so much stuff that I wish was just better. I mean, just faith in your own guys, letting them wrestle, making the storyline simpler, using older guys like in a better way. I mean, excuse me, like, and also, they force things so much. I mean, not that WWE has never been guilty of it, but here's the deal. WWE has John Cena. TNA has Jeff Hardy. Both men last year were the top two reportedly top two money getters in WWE in 2009. Why were they money getters? Were they heels? No, they were faces. Do faces draw money? Yeah, they usually do. Heels draw in a different way. Not every heel can draw money like the heel horseman did. That's a unique thing to get a heel who can draw that kind of money. Even NWO Hogan at first was a guy who got money because he was heel. But also kind of the fact that he's Hulk Hogan and that kind of junk. So you got Jeff Hardy, who he's not drawing like he did in WWE, but he makes money. Let's turn him heel. And not even a way that's like a Hulk Hogan heel turn. Like, this has been like kind of shoddy. I mean, I want to like Jeff Hardy as a heel, but it's just like, I don't know. I mean, just, he cuts the fucking Raven promos. Like, it literally is like Raven is writing his promos. It's basically a Raven promo with really flat delivery. Like, I'm talking. I am the Antichrist of pro wrestling. I do swantons because that's what heels do. Yeah, just, I don't really get Jeff Hardy as a heel. And that was like, God, I don't know. I just don't know. And it's a shame to think that, I mean, like, I think Mr. Anderson, he's like a real perfect example. Like, TNA bringing in Jeff Hardy, like, okay, Jeff Hardy's fucking hot. Like, people like Jeff Hardy. Like, that's what happened. I was a really big supporter of Jeff Hardy. I've been a little bit less because I've seen how bad he can get when he's not motivated and when he's not with a guy who can motivate him. He really slacks it up. I mean, like, with Matt Morgan, fucking, like, Rob Terry, a bunch of other junk where it's just like Hardy just doesn't seem to care at all. And there's what kind of personifies like what's happening in TNA is Mr. Anderson. I think so. He's a bit overrated. I don't hate him. His wrestling skills pretty good, and he's a unique heelish face, what have you. Even though I think it would be better if he was just straight up heel. I think it's different if you have him be a heel and accidentally get over with the fan. I'd rather have that have happened than have him, become like Jeff Hardy's friend, which was weird. I didn't quite get that. Yeah. And he's like, I mean, he's a good character, but there's so many guys who've been in TNA for longer who I think are better in the ring and are, in one way or another, as good as him for being like a character. Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe could be awesome. Why Samoa Joe and AJ Styles aren't the fucking core of TNA, I have no clue. Cause like Jesus, AJ Styles has been TNA's guy from like the first fucking month. They gave him the X title. They made him look fucking amazing. And for years, even when he was in the X division, he was the guy of TNA. And you're just like, oh, we have Mr. Anderson. I'm like, really? I don't hate him, but really? Really? That's a real Hulk Hogan mentality right there. To choose a guy like Anderson over fucking AJ Styles and turning AJ heel, which is like he's such a naturally over guy. I mean, like, God, I'd rather take him as a heel with, like, back in 03 when he was with fucking Russo. I'd rather take that heel AJ than this heel AJ now and trying to make the Horseman. And I don't totally, I mean, as long as they don't I think they tried too much to make him look like the Horseman. Like, we know they're a Horseman ripoff, but, like, come on, it's AJ Styles, it's beer money, Why Desmond Wolfe didn't get put into Fortune, I have no clue. Because fucking he was in Fortune before Fortune was even a group. It was Styles, Desmond Wolfe, and Beer Money who were beating people up. It was Desmond Wolfe and Beer Money, along with Sting, who were in the Lethal fucking Lockdown as Flair's team. Desmond Wolfe was in the fucking group. But I mean, I think Kaz is alright for a heel, even though I'd rather he had not been in it. Like, if you're gonna have Styles as a heel, you could have had him been Styles, Wolf, Beer Money. That would have been cool. Aside from the fact that all four of them are actually ridiculously over. You know, of those four, I think Beer Money would be like the. Actually, Desmond would be the best. Would be like a good heel, and Beer Money would be like the heels, but they got really over as faces, like almost like an 09. Like they were fucking heels, but then they were like, oh, we're over. So that's cool. Shit, man. And even just recently, with this freaking Fortune joins Immortal. So we just have a big fucking heel faction. Take away Matt Morgan. Take away Doug Williams. Okay. You couldn't have just done Fortune as the faces versus Immortal. You could have had Hulk Hogan be heel. You could have Ric Flair go face, because Ric Flair's pretty fucking over. He's a legend. Dear God. You know, you can have. I mean, Ric Flair, like, is the same. Has been the same character for 30 years, and has been over as a face, over as a heel. He's just the Nature Boy. Fucking no. Could have had Fortune versus Immortal. That would have been cool. And you could have put over Fortune, who were like the more TNA. They were like fucking TNA guys. Oh. I just don't know. And there's Abyss who got. It's been shit on the past 2 fucking years. And this is just. This is just a straight up rant, isn't it? What else? Oh yeah, Jay Lethal. Remember his big push? Yeah. Fuck that guy. I just. You put him over Flair. Then you have him get beat. No, let's see. You went over Flair. In a good match. That was good. I was just like, wow, Flair can work. Even at 80-something years old. You put him over Flair. The next week, loses to Jeff Hardy. Later on, loses to Ric Flair. Just so you can have fucking Doug Williams become his buddy. Right. Plus, I really like Doug Williams. He was doing something really cool in the X Division. They put him in Fortune. I don't know why. Along with Matt Morgan, I'm just like, really? Just kind of like that? Whatever. And as cool as the Fortune beat down to BB2 at the end of the whole effing show was, no, those two, no. You push Jay Lethal, then you start de-pushing him. And then you solidify it even more when you have him lose in the first round of the TNA title tournament. Do you know what? You know what you could have fucking done? Let's see. Angle's gonna retire. Jay Lethal's getting a big push. If you're gonna do this title tournament, do you know what you could have done? You could have done Jay Lethal and Kurt Angle at fucking Bound for Glory. If you kept pushing Jay Lethal the way you were pushing him, you have Angle be Kurt Angle. That'd be such a great story. Even if you could have Angle win, but have a great fucking match with Lethal, and he's over, and you have a fucking star. So that might be another video because this is about to wrap up about how like accidental stars. That I think I might do this video like right after this one. Maybe, I don't know. You'll see if I'm wearing the same shirt. I don't know. That's just part of a TNA rant. There may be more to come. I don't know when, but there may be. So there you go. You're welcome, Honor Hammer. DoubleCrossKing. Stay classy, everyone.